Alright, check this out. We are going back 4.57 billion years to Earth's wildest era, the Hadean Eon. Right then, the Moon had just been born from a massive collision, and our home planet was going through an absolute hellscape that lasted hundreds of millions of years. And trust me, you can't even imagine how insane it was back then. The whole planet was covered in a molten lava ocean where it could rain for millions of years straight. Young Earth was a crazy, hellish place, melted on the inside, constantly bombarded by high-speed impacts that created even more heat, plus a super hot and dry crust that kept getting wrecked by volcanic eruptions. Geologists actually have a name for Earth's first 500 million years, from 4.57 billion to 4 billion years ago, the Hadean Eon. Back then, the solar system was nothing like it is today, not stable or orderly at all. Countless asteroids and comets, ranging from 1 to 10 kilometers wide, were zooming around space like ticking time bombs, slamming into young Earth over and over. Studies show that during this period, a major collision, powerful enough to wipe out a whole continent, happened on average every 100 years. Each impact released insane amounts of energy, turning into extreme heat and triggering massive earthquakes, shock waves, and dust clouds that made Earth's surface even more hostile and unstable. With all that crazy heat, the surface was basically a bubbling ocean of magma, like a giant fire pit. And right in the middle of all this chaos, a comet made of water ice came flying toward Earth at 6 to 4,000 kilometers per hour. This was like throwing a bucket of water into a massive fire, just making everything even more intense. The impact was so powerful, it vaporized the giant ice comet instantly. Huge amounts of water vapor shot up into the sky, creating a scene that was both epic and terrifying. And that was the beginning of a rainstorm that would last for millions of years. When that water vapor rose high enough and hit cold air, it cooled down and condensed into raindrops that fell back to the surface. But this wasn't anything like the rain we see today. It was acidic and super corrosive. On the way down, the rain reacted with dust clouds from asteroid impacts and toxic stuff from volcanoes, turning into acid rain. And because the surface was so hot, the acid rain would hit the ground and immediately evaporate right back up into the atmosphere. This cycle kept repeating, over and over, creating a non-stop water cycle. The only way to stop the rain was for Earth to cool down. Geologists think it had to rain for millions, maybe even 10 million, years before the surface temperature finally stabilized. Around 4 billion years ago, things started to calm down. The surface cooled enough that water didn't instantly evaporate anymore. Instead, it began to collect in low-lying areas, forming the earliest oceans. And that, the birth of the oceans, marked the end of the chaotic and terrifying Hadean Eon, and the beginning of a whole new chapter, the Archean Eon. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks a bunch.